guys, today we are gonna go over the newest live stream from the First Descendant. They just show what is coming for the April update. So without further ado, let's begin. So guys, as you can see, this is what we are getting on April 16, the table of contents. For me, at least, the main highlights, I wanted to see how this Onslaught mode actually works, even if it's in beta. We are also getting the rebalance for Viessa and Harris, and some of the weapons, the ultimate weapons, like for example the Exterminator. And we get Stormhanger back in rotation. We had to see if he's stronger or more or less the same how he was when we had it before. And also we are going to get Arche tuning improvement. I'm really curious to see what is this about. But first, let's start with Onslaught mode. So first, we are going to take a look at the new mode, the Onslaught mode. We haven't watched the gameplay yet, but we know that this is going to be some kind of like defense mode where you have to stop the Vulgus from opening breaches. And you can use turrets that you can upgrade. You can use your abilities as well. And seems to be divided on rounds. And each round, I think you can select, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. like a buff.
I think there's different levels you can do, and then there's waves or rounds within those levels. Like the level 1 was like 7, it was shorter, and then level 2 was like 10 or something. I don't remember, but yeah, every so many waves, I think basically you can select 3 different ones. So every so many waves you can select those upgrades. If you play Dark Tide, it's just like Mortis Trials, and there's 3 options to choose from as a buff that will synergize with your build. I think they said there's 24 in the game now, but they plan on adding more. Oh, and there's different new tyrants. They showed a picture of them.
Yeah, there's 3 different new tyrants that they actually show a picture like Mr. said previously. And these enemies, they still Vulgus, but they look a bit different because they're corrupted. So now we are going to watch the gameplay. They actually played it during the live stream.
Oh, he said he's using the newly rebalanced Viessa, so some stuff might be a little bit different here.
Oh, okay. We're in the first area. He's interacting with this thingy. Oh, here he's the first.
Oh, you get the buff right away. Okay.
Yes, select ability. Yeah. Okay. I think those. Yeah, the turrets are there.
Oh, someone asked if you choose them as a group. No, it's individual. Your buffs.
Oh, okay. He's collecting these fragments on the right side. Says 300 ohm. I think he's using those to deploy and upgrade the turrets, and I'm pretty sure the turrets automatically target enemies, so you don't have to baby them.
Yeah, for sure. He's actually saying that he's playing solo, obviously, but they think it'll be easier with people, so they're trying to do backwards of what the game is right now. That's gonna make everybody all
angry.
The solo players aren't gonna like that.
This feels like a beef up version of the. Remember that it used to be
mission.
Exactly. It used to be only public,
Yeah.
and now you can do it privately. Feels like that. It's just like a stronger, harder version of it.
I mean, it's not like they took solo play out of the game. I don't really care, but if they think it'll actually be easier with more people,
Maybe they have a mostly balance for 4 people.
Yeah, I kind of thought you would move.
I think you
And
are
not just
moving
stay in
after 3 waves, I think. And I think in the 10th
Yeah,
wave,
I
that is the
know,
final
but-
one. I don't know if it's the 10th wave or what. I think you fight a Colossus. There, see? Move to an
See,
operation
like
zone.
you
Now you
finished
have to
it.
move to
Okay.
another area. And probably have to choose another, like one of those cards ability thingies. Oh,
Oh, you go
Okay.
into that.
you teleport to
Okay.
the next area, okay. And now, guys, they show us this trailer from the mode, so we're going to see it. I'm not using the audio because last time it was copyrighted, so I don't want to risk it.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing he's doing, but they're showing the. Wait, there's a Colossus in there.
I know they say you fight a Colossus in the last. Yeah, there. Yeah, when you're done, that will be the last stage of the.
Oh.
That will be the last thing you had to do to finish and succeed in this new mode.
I feel like if he brought something for mobbing, though, it's gonna be really annoying to fight him.
Oh yeah. I wonder if you can chain loadouts in between like stages.
Yeah, but think about it, if you're a solo player and you want to mob it, unless you just rely on the turrets mostly. I don't know. I don't think those turrets are going to do it by themselves, though. Otherwise,
Yeah.
the game is. You're not doing anything.
I wonder though, since you had to kind of teleport and they let you choose when you want to go through that sphere in the middle, maybe when you're done with all the mobbing, right before you go through the last sphere to fight the Colossus, you can like switch loadouts. So
I think it'll depend on, do they want to promote team play and playing with people, or keep doing what they're doing and solo plays better?
Yeah, I wonder too. Next, they show us the changes they did to Viessa. I will say that overall, they didn't change her gameplay at all. They just made it better because they said specifically that they didn't want people just using Absolute Zero. They wanted to improve some of her Transcendent that were not being used and overall make her stronger.
I mean, they went over every card individually. Some of them they didn't really show gameplay for. I'd say most of them weren't like wildly different. I'm not saying that she's not going to be a lot stronger, a lot better. People aren't going to break the game with new builds and stuff. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that she's not... What she does doesn't feel wildly different than what she was doing before. They even said that. There are... I think one of the biggest things, in the beginning at least, with the first couple Transcendent cards they talked about, was just her ice shards that she has going around her. I didn't use her enough to really notice, but I guess they were disappearing, and now they don't, and they feel much more useful. There's some AoE, they said. That seems good. And then there was one Transcendent they were using that she's just like sitting there, like moving her hands like a mage, like an ice mage. And I was thinking that, and then Jason literally said that she kind of feels like an ice mage sometimes. So I'm not saying I'm not excited. It's just some of these Descendant reworks have really changed the Descendant a lot. And while Viessa, I think, does get a big change here and is going to be a lot better even, she was already good, I think. I actually built her out and was using her in the last few months and thought she was pretty good. So this is great. I'm looking forward to it, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel like her gameplay is going to get crazy different. Minus Frost Bullet. That's a Transcendent card.
And speaking of Frost Bullet, it used to be called Cohesion, I think, and they transformed into Frost Bullet. I think that is the one that is worth watching because it integrates gunplay into her skills, basically.
I don't remember the exact words, so this is an exact quote, but they had said something about she feels almost like a superior version to Glaive, but why I don't know if that's the case, but I don't understand why take away things from other Descendants when Descendants are specific to do or have specific skill sets to do certain things.
And guys, we were wondering why Harris wasn't the face of this live stream because we thought she was going to be the main rebalance. Nope, that was actually Viessa. And Harris is getting a buff overall. I think she's a bit stronger in her skills. Her passive lasts longer, so she can be doing more damage overall. But they didn't change anything, really.
I feel a little weird about this because Harris is one of the newer Descendants, and she came out and she was just a monstrous. I thought she was so good. She was fun to use and whatever, but Jason said it, and I agree because I do it. While I think she's strong and was fun to use and was just a monster, I don't use her that much. I don't know why. I think her gameplay's fun. I don't know, but I just don't use her that much. So maybe these small adjustments they did, increases, will make her, well, they should make her better, but I mean, enough to actually use her more often. I don't know. I don't know if they ever said that they were going to make these huge changes to Harris. I just kind of thought they were. Like, that was... Me too. I didn't even know that Viessa was getting... I mean, I knew later, but I didn't know right away when they first mentioned the Season 3, Episode 3 April update. They had mentioned Harris first, so I don't know if I'm really disappointed because she is one of the newer Descendants. They were already doing the buffs to, part 20 to level everybody up to be more comparable to Serena, so I thought she released good, but yeah, I just don't use her that much, but I thought she was fun, so I don't know, maybe she'll be better now.
Next up, they talk about how they are going to increase the base HP and shield to specific Descendants. And they mentioned survivability issues. I remember at the beginning when I was using Bunny all the time, almost 2 years ago, I was always on the ground with Bunny. There was Ajax builds they were just there to keep Bunny alive. So I wonder if it's just that, or they're trying to tap into, how Descendants get a stronger skill power based on their health or their shields. I don't know if that's related or not. I think it's just survivability for now.
said multiple reasons. I mean, basically, some descents are going to get better shields, better HP, and they talked about Bunny. I don't know if Bunny was the example they used because I don't remember now, but they used a Descendant. They said their HP was something. It was below 1,000, and now it's gonna be increased to like 1,500 roughly, like base HP. They also talked about having this help like new players settle in a little bit if you're choosing a character like that or a descendant like that, to have more HP, shield, whatever, and to kind of, I don't know, they didn't use the wording like this, but to bring them up to prepare them for some of the harder content that's going to be coming. And they also mentioned something about descendants that didn't have reason to put like HP modules in. I'm not 100% sure because I skimmed through it. I don't really care that much, so I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really care, but yeah, some descendants are getting HP, some are getting shields, or both. There you go.
I mean, we hate Glass Canyon builds in this channel. We don't like how a descendant can be super strong but they die in one hit, so I guess overall it's a good change for us at least. They also show that the synchronization values are going to be going up for specific descendants. Here you can see which descendants are those. And then they move to the weapon monthly balance. We have the Piercer Light, the Seek Force Proof, and the Exterminator this time. So with the Seek Force Proof, I don't know why they started with this one first, but you can see it on the screen. Basically, this weapon used to have these sticky projectiles that you have to detonate. Now, they detonate right away when they hit the target.
That's huge. That makes that gun so much better. It was just a chore, I thought. Otherwise, this is better.
And now, they are showing us the Exterminator. This one, I think they did the projectiles, I think a bit faster, or like the targeting, right?
No, the targeting is quicker, yes. And the overall rounds have been improved. This one, we didn't finish it fully because it was a battle pass and I didn't buy the battle pass. We only had it upgraded twice, but the biggest thing, I don't really care so much about the overall rounds, but the biggest thing was that targeting was slow. It's a lot better. It's a lot better now.
And lastly, they show us the Piercing Light, the sniper rifle. We are going to see the gameplay here. We didn't use it that much, so I can't really speak about the weapon how I felt before.
Basically, now at least, you hit a target, it puts this little ball of light in them, and then if you hit that, it does damage to him and then things behind him.
Moving to the Arche tuning changes, we always said when they introduced this into the game, they should be more specialized into the descendant skills and build types you can do with them. And it looks like now we are getting a tiny bit of that, specifically with these descendants, the ones you see on the screen. They are going to have different nodes, so they don't have a lot of the useless stuff just to get to a different part of the tree. They are going to be more in consonance with their skills or their builds or what kind of descendant it is.
Yeah, and they specifically said these 5 here that you see. So the tree itself I don't think is going to be completely different. I think they're just changing some of the skills when you're building them out. Mm-hmm. But the direction you would go probably is still the same. The thing that bothers me the most
is what is next here. Yeah.
The mutant cell thing. Yeah. The producer seems to be mostly concerned about new players, and I get it. Player base is crap. Your game is not in a good spot. There's a few people that get really upset when you say that. I don't care. And he wants new players to enjoy themselves better. I agree. But this mutant cell thing, it kind of annoys the heck out of me, actually, because the game is super grind. It is just super, super grind. It has been that way since the beginning. Actually, I think the grind has gotten easier over time. Now they removed the whole box. So you had box A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Yeah. And they took that out as an item, and it's just a selection thing now. So you went and grinded out a couple boxes that you really need, especially like the new ones. I went through the pity system from 1%, from 0% to 100% many, many times because it would not drop me that box. And grinded and grinded and grinded. That's all for nothing. It was completely for nothing now, because now you can just choose what you want. You don't have to go grind out a box. You don't have to do any of that because the producer wanted to make sure that new players could go copy other people's builds and stuff like that. So it's easier now to do that. And whatever. I don't care. People won't agree with me, but that rubs me wrong. I don't like that.
We actually have a video in this channel that we call Disrespectful, and it was about the mutant cell grind. Because it didn't drop, it was hard to get it drop even with the target system, it took forever, and now after all this time, they decided to change it. It feels a bit BS.
Because I don't think they know what they really wanted. I think in their mind, we got to keep them grinding in the game for this little 1% more power that you can possibly get, but it didn't work out that way. Their player base has been falling nonstop, and now they're more concerned of, we need to make new players have more fun so they stay in the game. We can remove a little of the grind so they'll be happier. Yeah. I think they're just the direction that they're going. These are changes that needed to happen. Like, yes, this should have happened before the game even came out. These decisions needed to be made in the design of your game. This one's good. It's good. But for me, I don't like it. I do like it, but yet, like you said, I feel like you just completely disrespected my time playing your game.
They will say better late than never, but this time I actually prefer it if it was never, because he annoys me.
Yeah, because I grinded the game out and had a boatload of those trigger module boxes. Yes. Now they don't mean anything. Okay, the least they could do, fine. Let me trade my mutant cell boxes for something meaningful. Give me caliber back for each mutant cell box I give you, or at the minimum, and maybe it will be that way. Let me trade it for like 500 million gold. Let me trade it for something at least, and maybe they do. But I'm sure it's still going to be disrespectful. Probably like $1 million per mutant cell box or something like that.
Yeah,
or maybe nothing.
And guys, finally, before they show us the skins, they share with us this quality of life improvement, just system photo mode, game guide, addition. So maybe to make it easier again for newer players. Improved camera rotation. We really didn't use a camera mode that much in ourselves, so okay, whatever. And info support to ancestor mod drop rates increase. Probably just for the grind of those ancestor modules. Now
you shouldn't grind them because they're probably in a month just going to take it away and have it be selection.
Yeah, do we care to check the skins?
No, you should check them first before.
Yeah, let me check first to make sure they are safe for YouTube, and then we show them.
Okay, on the 16th they're dropping the refined Albion women. The middle one, I don't even know. There's one of whoever that is. Is that Haley with the pink hair? She's playing football, but she doesn't even. I don't even know what that. I don't know what that is.
That is so bad.
You got fencing, baseball, tennis.
The other ones I don't mind. The one with the football.
We got 2 tennis. What's the one in the front? Is that swimming or running?
Something
it's
like
track
that.
And field, maybe.
Maybe track field or swimming, and then it looks like I think that is Valvi in the right side, but is she acting like a cat? Yeah, the only protection she has is the shoulders.
Yeah, it's from football, and it's pretty realistic because they have pads on their shoulder.
I mean, I'm pretty sure something's gonna be popping out.
So guys, that was everything for today's video. Again, here you have the table of contents in case you couldn't follow up with us throughout this video. The main thing I want to try is the new mode and the improvement to Viessa and Harris, I guess, and the weapons that got rebalance. I don't really care about Stormhanger, it's probably the same, just a bit stronger. And I'm really curious to see the Arche tuning improvements.
Yeah, I don't really know. I'm not really excited about anything. I already said I don't really care about any of this stuff. I am mostly looking forward to the Colossus PvP. I know some people don't think it's going to be that, but I want to be a PvP Colossus versus 4 Descendants is what I want. And I want to play Colossus. I want to be overpowered. I want to squash people like bugs and make everybody mad. There's stuff that I'm excited for, but not really any of this. The Onslaught Mode, I don't know, maybe could be okay. The Viessa, she could be strong, but it's not like she's going to be, I don't see that being incredibly different. Harris, I was disappointed. I thought they were going to do more. The Arche tuning, that's good. That's like a quality of life thing for me. I don't consider that like a big update. That's just a quality of life thing that should have happened probably a long time ago. And the mutant cell thing, while it is a good change, it still ticks me off a little bit. The weapons, I don't know. I mean, they're better. but it's not like nothing really excites me, to be honest with you. I don't care.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people disagree with me. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, the game numbers are showing people are getting tired of it. So hopefully they can turn it around. Maybe this is the beginning, but I'm not excited for it. We'll check it out, and maybe it's way better than I think it is.
Yeah,
But I'm
better
not excited right now.
be thinking that's not going to be that good and be surprised than the other way around. Yeah, guys, let us know down in the comments how you feel about what is coming, and thank you so much for watching.